know what I'm going to say? I'm just going to reiterate it. The real root cause of all the crap that's going on, people say, well, it's these evil satanic Illuminati or blah, blah, blah. No, the real root cause is I don't give a flying flip. I don't give a flying flipism is the cause. And it's like an epidemic. It's like a disease in this country, and I guess throughout most of the world. People don't care. You know? Even the people who are being victimized, they don't care. They don't care. You know, if they don't care about themselves being victimized, they sure as hell aren't going to care about other people on the other side of the world being victimized. They don't care there's a mass murder going on in Zimbabwe or someplace. Why should they care? There was mass murder in their own neighborhood. I don't know if they care. You might be a little scared maybe, but other than that, I don't think they care. You look at all the torn up and ripped down neighborhoods in this country that could be fixed if people cared. It's like the place I'm working, you know. There's serious problems with this building. I'm supposed to do maintenance, but, you know, I don't have the money. I don't have the tools and the equipment, nor the experience to do all this stuff. I'm not a master. I know a lot about a lot of things, but I'm not a master mason. I'm not a master carpenter. I'm not a master plumber or a master electrician. I can do minor things. But there's things around here that they expect to fix. They pay me a bag of peanuts, and they expect me to do all this. But there's serious plumbing problems in this building. There's cracks in the building, and water's leaking in. You can't. These are not things that you can let slide. And the people who are supposed to be responsible for these things and making sure these things get fixed don't care. You know, I try to tell them, you know, these pipes are going to completely go one of these days, and there's going to be a huge mess, and it's going to cost thousands of dollars to fix. They don't care. Well, they'll just let this place shut down and be condemned. They don't care. They don't care. And that's the way it is the whole world. I try telling people, I put out a video a long time ago. There's at least 500,000 children that disappear off the streets of this country. Very few people watch that video. They don't care. And that's why we are in the state we are at. Nobody cares. It's not just a matter that you got a bunch of greedy, sick, psychopathic lunatics who think it's their satanic duty to destroy the world. I mean, that's part of it. But these people wouldn't get past square one if people cared. But the people don't care. So that's a bad combination. You got a bunch of sadists who are insane, who want to destroy the world, and then millions and millions of people who don't care if they destroy it. I mean, you got people that smoke and drink and do drugs, and they're destroying their lives. They don't care. So if people don't even care what they're doing to themselves, how can you expect them to care about anything else, and care about other people, or care about making the world a better place? They don't care. And the other problem that I encounter in this hellhole called planet Earth is everybody wants to be bad. You know, everybody wants to be malicious. Everybody loves malice. Everybody wants to be mean and hateful and cruel and sadistic. I shouldn't say everybody. There are a few that don't. But more often than not, if you see somebody coming up to you and they're being nice to you, it's usually either they want something from you or they're trying to set you up to hurt you. And people will go to great lengths to hurt somebody, but trying to get anybody to do something good for somebody just out of the kindness of their heart. It's like, yeah, people love being mean. They love being cruel. You know, and there's people who put a lot of work and effort into trying to hurt people who haven't done anything to them. But trying to get people to be righteous, trying to get people to be kind or compassionate, it's like swimming up a river with a bag of rocks. You know, there's very few truly good people in this world. There's been a lot of times I found somebody was a good person, both men and women, and usually I end up being disappointed. Usually it turns out they're just trying to con you, just being conned. They put on a nice smile, and say, Jesus loves you, or whatever their little con game is. It's fake. They don't mean it. They don't believe in it. They're just fake. Trying to find a truly good person is like going out in your backyard and trying to find a gold nugget or a diamond. Yeah, it is possible that you could find a gold nugget or a diamond in your backyard, but 99.99999% of the time you're going to find just a rock, a dirty, ugly rock. That's all you're going to find. And unfortunately, that's the way it is, Now, all cynicism aside, I think the reason, there's plenty to be cynical for, but my theory of why that is this way is that the more righteous people don't stay in this physical world. They go on to other places. They don't reincarnate. The souls, the spirits of righteous people, they don't hang out like ghosts. They go on to higher places. The ghosts are usually people, one of the millions of malicious, I don't give a flying flipism type people. And there's so many of them. They're like a dime a dozen. And, it gets really discouraging at times. I kind of feel like one of the reasons I came here in this world is to try to change things, make this world a better place. But it's like swimming upriver with a bag of rocks, I have a few people who listen to me, and believe what I'm telling, but most people, wouldn't give me the time of day. I mean, if I was to put some crap up here, some really nasty stuff, a bunch of half-naked bimbos acting like idiots, I'd probably get about several million views by now. But, trying to get people to be good or righteous or change or trying to change the world, it's like pulling teeth. It's just nobody wants that. It's like getting people to be evil is simplicity itself, but trying to get people to be righteous or good, it's next to impossible. You don't even have to pay people to be evil. They'll do it just for fun.
I wonder if people are beginning to awaken to the fact that this world seeks to keep everyone as ignorant as possible and ask the question, why? The amount of purposefully crafted disinformation, outright lies, propaganda, and twisting of the truth into a pretzel. I wonder if they're beginning to see that and begin to ask why. The control mechanism. The masses do not seem to be able to see through the sorcery, the mind control, the trance they've been put under. Haven't recognized the propaganda, the influence of the predictive programming in their minds. The masses haven't begun to ask these questions, and I wonder why. Even children ask, why? Now look upon the world and see how many questions. Think of the questions that they should be asking, and asking why in the world. Is it profound ignorance, profound distraction, profound levels of mind control and brainwashing, all working in concert to prevent the awareness in the masses that causes them to ask why and to seek the answer to understand what's going on? When you have people who are still stuck in a mindset of politics and religion, they're not thinking for themselves, self-directing, self-guiding. When you compare what we're told we are to what's actually manifesting through everybody else's delusions, these things are still taking place. Through everybody else's unawareness, these things are still taking place. Through their ignorance, through their refusal to see the truth, accept the truth, want to know the truth. And many of them don't care. It's imperceptible to them. They don't have the awareness, the knowledge, or they're too caught in their bubble of, I only want to take in what I believe or what aligns with what I believe, or I don't want to take in the negative man. And unless or until we live in a world where everyone in the world understands that this is actually happening, they can't have intelligent dialogue if you disagree with them. I mean, when you think about how the younger generations don't want to listen to elder generations, they're not capable of seeing it, they don't want to see it, they don't want their bubble of perception popped. Some of them are very vocal about that and very aware of that and will tell you straight up, I do not want my bubble of perception and bliss popped, get that away from me. And some will tell you politely, and you either respect it or you don't. It is the weirdest thing how people are responding to living in reality and how few actually want to see it for what it truly is.
That's all, folks.